How about this young man, Zeon Chriss, quarterback in Houston, and a huge win over the weekend. In fact, we just discussed that with what you guys are doing. Zeon, thanks for your time. What has it been like for you? You've given this team, Donovan Smith, a teammate too, but you've given this team kind of a spark right now.
It's been amazing. Coach asked me just to come in and give a spark to the team. Do as much as I possibly can. With my ability, I feel like I got a real good, electrifying game. So I think me adding myself to the piece, creates a great spark for this team to keep going forward, create momentum.
Zeon, I'm sure that in your life you're not too used to being a backup quarterback. How antsy do you get? And then when you did get that opportunity, how did you make sure your nerves didn't kind of overtake you? Because you stepped out there, you had a great game, but sometimes, man, you can just get too keyed up and too excited.
Yeah, a lot of times you be antsy to play. It's something I'm not used to, but it's something I had to learn how to get used to. Coach Fritz always tells us to prepare like you're the starter, no matter what your role is on the team. So week in and week out, I was just preparing and making sure I'm ready. And my dad always told me when I was younger, not too high, not too low. So when the moment came, I feel like I've been doing this for a long period of time. I've been in certain situations for me to handle these things. So I feel like my moment was called. I was ready.
What was that like when you're breaking away for the big touchdown there at the end? I'll never experience that, Zeon. I'll never know what that's like. But what is going through your mind in that moment, particularly in that instance on Saturday because of how huge a play that was?
Man, it was exciting, when I hit the hole and I just gassed through, I was just happy in my head, just thinking of all the times that, I worked hard for this moment. And for me to get my opportunity right here, right now, not take it for granted. So, it was very exciting, seeing my family happy, seeing the coaches happy, seeing, even all the quarterbacks, Donovan Smith, he was excited as well, even when I got my opportunity. But that was very exciting right there.
Your father's a high school coach, right? Is he still a high school coach?
Yeah, he still is.
Yeah, and of course, that it's something about being a coach's son, and especially at the quarterback position. Yeah. What did your father teach you about football and life?
He taught me a lot of X's and O's. I feel like that's, great. But other things that he's taught me, he used to be a football player himself. Like I said, not too high, not too low. He was teaching me, a lot of things about the mental game. Like my dad was my hardest coach. Like, your parent, I think they're your hardest coach, and he's prepared me so much since I was like a young boy, just how to handle mental and be ready for like challenges. Like you got the crowds. Sometimes might be high. You got people just counting on you, and especially at the quarterback position, people can, feel like they're counting on you to do something big, and you can easily get discouraged. But in my mind, I was like, I'm ready. I've been doing this for a long time.
Zeon Chriss, the quarterback, University of Houston. What a year it's been because, Zeon, let's be honest, there are a lot of people that didn't believe in you guys at the start of the year, and you're starting to make sure people know where you are. Arizona State, also BYU. When some of those preseason polls come out, do you guys even pay attention to that?
We hear about it a lot of times. I try not to hear about it, but they talked about it. But we try to block everything out, really that's people's opinions, and at the end of the day, you don't never know what a team is really capable of, 1 week this team might be this, another week this team might be that. So we just try to stick together as one unit. Coach Fritz always preach, be a good teammate. I think, just being a good teammate will take you far.
Zeon, do you feel the build happening with this team? I mean, do you can kind of see it at kind of a grassroots. You started from scratch this year, but now the way that things have kind of played out down, that you can see the biggest differences between day one and today?
Definitely. I'm definitely seeing a big difference. When I first got here, it was a different culture, and now it's like the culture has shifted when Coach Fritz came in. The order, the structure, cheering your teammates on, instead of being, selfish. Now everybody's just sticking together. And that's what Coach Fritz really wants. He wants a program that's going to build, building a program is something he's really good at, and I could definitely see it. You know, Coach Fritz has a like I don't quit mindset. So you know, in the beginning of the season, you know, it was this. You know, it's probably negative, but Coach Fritz, I'm not giving up on y'all, and the players just rally around that, and I think that's so great for a team. You know, to rally around a coach like that.
What's it like, and how much better does it make you going up against that pretty salty defense you guys have every day in practice? I know they can't hit you or anything, but I'd imagine that's, you know, iron sharpens iron, right?
Yeah, it's definitely competitive each and every day. All those, but I can name so many on the defense. You know, we going at it each and every day. Like it's a lot. Like if you was out there seeing you like these guys battling, you know. But we here to make each other better. You know, we all at the end of the day, we all great teammates. We love each other. Like before, you know, we get the practice started, we all high fiving each other, saying, let's go, make me better today. You know, I'm talking to the DBs, I'm like, make me better today, and the DBs tell me, come on, Zeon, let's go. So it's like that competitive nature.
And does that give you an extra boost of confidence as well when the offense maybe doesn't, you know, have a successful drive, that you know that you've got a really good defense that's going to give you guys opportunities, much like they did last week, right?
Yeah, definitely. You know, defense, after we might come off 3 and out, and the defense come over there, they might say, yeah, we got y'all, just keep going. And, you know, they give us a confidence boost. Like, I'm confident, you know, our defense going to handle their job, and, you know, the defense believe in us as well. So, you know, I think just, you know, with being a great teammate is, you know, I was actually talking to my teammate today, just whenever another player mess up, another player, you know, make up for their mess up, and vice versa. So I think that just being a good teammate, you know.
You won a state championship in basketball, correct?
Yes, sir.
Were you also a state champion in track and field?
Yes, sir.
And what did you do in track and field? Because it's always, to me, one of the most unique, I guess, events in track and field.
Yeah, I've been running track my whole life, but it was a multiple events I did. I did like the 4x1, 4x2, the 400. I did as well, long jump, and I also did javelin. For the first time, yeah.
How long did it take you to kind of get that? That's a timing thing, no different than a triple jump or a long jump or even a relay. But that's one that's not. It's probably easier said than done.
Yeah, javelin. I did a lot of other events my whole life, but javelin, I did that for the first time. We had needed more points, I think, on the team, and I had like 2 weeks to prepare for district, and went out there and won district. I think I came second in the region, and then went to state and just won first. Like that I surprised myself with that.
Have you thrown an incompletion since last week, even in practice? I mean, that was pretty cool to see you. And then I know Manjack had the one as well, the perfect day. But, yeah, what was that kind of like?
I didn't even know I went 11 for 11. A lot of times I just be out there just balling, just playing, play the next play. And after the game, somebody said, you went 100% 11 for 11. I was like, what? Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that was exciting, you know.
All right, so I was told, Bertie told me that you were having steak last night, and that your coach, who we know well, Sean Bell, he didn't cook it long enough. Is that right? What was what?
Yeah, we did have steak last night. I didn't think y'all know that, but yeah, I like my steak kind of well done. You know, it had a lot of pink in there. And coach is like, let me just throw this on there a little bit longer for you. Yeah, but it was pretty good though. The steak was pretty good. He surprised me.
What's your favorite meal? You're from Louisiana. Is it going to be gumbo or jambalaya or something, or crawfish? What?
Yeah, some Cajun food. I love gumbo. I just got done eating gumbo like 30 minutes ago.
Oh, okay. All right. Now, I was also told that you're very, very, very deep into your faith, very spiritual,
Yeah.
Quiet, but you're always discussing or working that into your life as well. Has that been that way from day one with you, with your parents and family?
Yeah, I've been, you know, in the faith. I grew up in church a long time, but then, you know, I began to have a real relationship with God, you know, in high school and in college as well, you know, kind of matured me and everything like that. But you know, my faith is carried me a long way. It gave me a great maturity, gave me a peace. You know, I was able to handle a lot of storms and battles that came my way. And just having a real relationship with Christ really changed my life for real. And, you know, Jesus Christ did a lot for me my whole life.
How much did it help you during the last year when you broke your leg?
It helped a lot. I'm not gonna lie. When I got hurt, like on the field, I smiled in my head because I know, like, you know, without testimony, you can't have a story. So I'm like, one day somebody's gonna hear my story about how I got hurt, and I just smiled on the field because the Bible says it's count it all joy when you go through diverse temptation. And, you know, I knew I was gonna bounce back and come back, you know, stronger than ever, faster than ever. So that was something big in my faith right there.
You were at University of Louisiana, and then you go to Houston as a transfer with Willie Fritz, the head coach. When you decided to talk to Houston, he was there, I would think. But did you ever ask him, why the heck didn't you recruit me when I was out of high school? Or did he?
He actually did. He actually
Okay.
put me, yeah.
Okay. So you had a relationship or knew him anyway.
Yeah, I knew.
Yeah, that always makes a difference. Hey, man, it's been a fun story, and I'm not just saying it's fun and cute. You guys are playing good football, coming off a huge win. Good luck the rest of the way, and thanks a lot for your time, Zeon. We really appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Thanks for having me.
Yes, sir. Zeon Chriss, the quarterback at the University of Houston, and they have been quite the story, too, along with a handful of teams inside the Big 12. Before it's all said and done, with still 4 games to play, God knows what this conference in the standings will look like.